Is the new Lion King movie even live action at this point? Let's talk about it.
You have McGann, the Fangirl. Make sure you subscribe and check back every week for new fandom videos.
As Sean Connery said in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, I'm waiting to be impressed. At the Oscars last night, Disney started really plugging the live-action Lion King, and again, we got a teaser trailer that looks basically shot for shot the animated movie. I really struggle with Disney and their live-action remakes because if it's gonna be just like the original, what is the point of remaking it? At least with movies like 101 Dalmatians, Maleficent, and actually I can't think of any others off the top of my head. But at least with those two examples, we got very different elements from the traditional story we'd already seen. It makes it really hard for me to get excited about something when it's like, well, okay, but I've watched the movie until I've memorized every line of it. And even though I like all these names on the cast, I just don't know that they're going to be able to live up to what the original voice actors did. The movie's way too iconic. But that's not what I'm here to complain about today. What I actually want to go over is whether or not this should be considered a live-action movie. I'm gonna admit I don't know much about their animation process yet. I expect to learn more as we get closer to July when the release date is, but I do believe everything in this movie is animated. I don't think they went and filmed the location and then added in the animals to do what they wanted. That seems much more difficult and complicated to me than just animating the backgrounds. But even if we try to say, okay, no, the backgrounds are real and they animated all these animals on top of them, at what point do we say this is not a live-action movie? Granted, baby Simba looks as cute can get, and they've done a fabulous job making these animals look hyper-realistic, but at the end of the day, that doesn't really qualify it to be a live-action movie, does it? I mean, The Spirits Within from 2001 isn't a live-action movie, is it? And my vote, honestly, would be no, it's not a live-action movie. How could you possibly consider it that way? I mean, I understand completely working with animals, especially lions. You're not going to really train them to do exactly what you want to do in this situation, especially not with all these facial reactions we see out of the trailer. So yeah, you're not going to get the rhino to look left when you want him to. You're not going to get the cheetah to pause exactly when you want it to. And even if you do, it's going to be looking at the trainer like, where's my treat? Where's my treat? It's not going to be looking off in the distance all majestic. So even though I get why they have to be animated animals, I still find it to be a cheat to call this a live action movie. And you may think, does it even really matter? And to a degree, you'd have a point. However, I would say it matters when it comes to awards like the Oscars. You see, back in 2001, the Academy created the category Best Animated Feature because Shrek was so overwhelmingly popular that it was going to win Picture of the Year if they didn't shove it into a different category. So if The Lion King can qualify as a live-action movie, that starts to blur the line, and we're really at a point where we could even make people who look and sound and move just like normal real people. So if we have a movie populated with nothing but fake people and everything they do is manipulated and there's really no acting involved, should that be allowed to be called a live action movie? I say no, but you may say yes, you may say no. It's okay, we don't have to agree. But from where I stand and how I see the Lion King trailers, this is a beautifully animated movie, not a live action film. I might be overthinking it, but that's literally my job because the other saying doesn't fit here. So see, I brought that one back for a reason.
Well, that's all I have for now, but this video's not quite over yet. I get a lot of comments that say, do a theory on this topic, but I've already done those theories. So please consider going to my main channel page and clicking on the video tab so that way you can see everything I've done. You will probably find a lot of things you like that you never even knew that I posted. I want to let you know that I also have two other channels, Say Halo Goodbye Gaming and the Fanily Family Vlogs. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed enough to hit subscribe and share. I can use all the help I can get to let other people know that this channel exists. And if you made it this far, leave me a comment that says something like, hey, I made it to the end, and then let me know what kind of videos you want to see in the future. I can't make any promises, but the more people that request something, the more I can look into it. Okay, well, I love you. I'll see you in the next video.